Welcome to CHRISTChurch Connect. This is going to be a great tool for our church. To help you make the most of it, I'd like to give you a quick tour and show you a few important areas you'll definitely want to know about. This is your CHRISTChurch Connect home screen. There's 4 main areas on the home screen. On the left, you'll see a sidebar with 4 different tabs. In the middle, you'll see the welcome area with several tabs across the top. In the top right-hand corner, you'll see your name, and underneath, the groups that you're a member of. Let's start at the top right with your name, or in this case, Joe church member's name. When you click on your name, you'll see several options below. First, you'll see your profile, which tells you some information about yourself as well as your family. You can click on these tabs in here in the middle to see several different options. Next, you'll see communication settings. We have set these up to a default that we recommend everyone leaves them on in order for you to receive the most information from our church. If you would like to change these, you're welcome to, but just keep in mind you may not receive all information if you do change your communication settings. Underneath that, you'll see Edit Profile. We'll come back to this in a minute. Next, you'll see Availability to Serve. When we go into this area, you'll see several options across the top. My Schedule, which will show you some things that you've been scheduled for. Requests, which will show you some things that we would like to schedule you for. Positions, which will show you areas where we feel you might have a great fit. You can filter these by several different options: My Fit, My Groups, or Browse All. If you click Browse All, you'll see all of the different opportunities that we have in the church that are available for you to volunteer in. You'll also see a Needs tab. If there are needs that are there, you'll see them. Right now, there aren't any. Keep in mind that under this request, these requests will only be from areas that you volunteer in. They will not be random requests coming from the church. Next, you'll see Username and Password, which is just a place for you to change your username and password. And finally, we have Privacy Settings. This is an area, just like communication settings, where we have chosen a default for all people who are on CHRISTChurch Connect. Now, of course, you're allowed to change any of these privacy settings that you would like to, but I just want you to keep in mind that only church members will have full access to CHRISTChurch Connect, and we'll be using this as an online directory. Just like we used to have a paper directory, now you'll be able to access names, phone numbers, addresses, and email online. So if you opt out of this, just remember, if people are trying to find you for your address, for your phone number, or to send you a quick email, they won't be able to. Next to your name is the Help area. If you click on the gear, you'll see a place where you can get help with any questions you might have for CHRISTChurch Connect. If you know exactly what your question is, you can type it into the search box, or if you need to look around a little more, just click Help. It'll take you right to the support page where you can type in your keyword, phrase, or question, or if you scroll down, you can see lots of different options for places that you can find help. We ask that you would go to the help gear before you email or call the church. We'll be happy to help you if you have any problems, but we also know that you'll probably find the answer to your problem here. Now that you've seen all of those areas, let's get to your first order of business, which is to edit your profile. Click your name and go down to Edit Profile. I'm going to talk you through this here, and you'll probably notice that some of the things are already filled in, but if not, please fill them in. The very first thing you're going to want to do is to choose a photo. Come right here where it says Choose File. Right here, I have Joe church member's picture. So I'm going to click his picture and say Open. You'll see that right there it says joechurchmember.jpg. Now, Joe church member is our primary contact, and we want to select his gender. Well, there we go. His date of birth is January 22nd, 1979. Marital status, married. Anniversary, March 10th, 2007. Now again, you don't have to add all of these things, but the more information you can put in, the better we can get to know exactly who all of our members are at CHRISTChurch. Any allergies or special instructions, feel free to add those there. Make sure your email address is up to date, as well as your main contact phone number. You can also add in your home phone and your mobile phone. In order to receive text messages, which we promise to use sparingly, choose your mobile provider. Make sure you've also added in your mobile phone. Don't save yet because we need to go to the next tab. Now you'll go to address. Choose your area of town, Central Irving, and you'll see here that the address has already been completed when we pulled over our old database. So that's already there for you. If you want, you can select your country, but of course we all live in America. And go on to the next tab, My Fit. Now this is an area that we'll be addressing more in future months, but for now you may already know a few things you can fill in here. First, you'll see spiritual gifts with several different options. Feel free to click any of those. Joe Church member has a spiritual gift of leadership and hospitality. His passions are worship and recreation, and his abilities are that he plays the guitar, he's a writer, and he enjoys coaching sports teams. Finally, if you know your personality style, you can click that as well. And remember, go back up to the top to the next tab. This is a fun area where you can connect socially. You can add your Facebook page, your Twitter account, your LinkedIn page. Any of these options, feel free to fill them in. On custom fields, you can add your baptism date. And on plugged in, here's an area where you can select which service you usually attend, as well as filling in the other information that you see. When you get there, make sure you click Save. And there you have it, your updated profile. You'll see your picture, the information that you added, and your family's information below as well. If you come back up here, you can also get to this profile page by clicking on Profile. One other thing you might want to do is edit your family profile. Now the main thing you're going to want to do here is just possibly add a family picture. So let's choose File. We're going to click Church Member Family. And one little tip that I've learned through all of this is make sure you type in your family last name. Also change this to Change Info for the Family Primary Contact Only and click Save. Now, when you see the family info, you'll also see the church member family photo. In the middle of your profile page, you'll see several tabs that you can click on to see different information. There's the family that we just looked at. Info, this will show some of the things that you filled in. Involvement, this will show some of your groups and some other things that you do. Financial, this is one that you'll probably really want to see. This is where you can check your recent giving statements and your recent transactions, which will be listed right there under Recent Transactions. To see your statements, you can click on Giving Statement and it'll bring up a PDF file to show what you have given recently. You can also click on Serving to see times that you are signed up to serve. Now let's go back to the home page and take a look at that. Right here in the middle of the Welcome area, you'll see several tabs across the top. The first is the home page, the Welcome page where we're at right now. Next, you can click on Recent Activity, and that will show you any recent activity in your groups, things that people have posted, opportunities to serve, etc. If you click on Messages, you'll see recent messages that you have received. Some on My Messages will be messages just to you, or on Group Messages, those may be messages that were sent to your entire home group or any other ministry group that you may be a part of. You can click on Calendar, and here you'll see two different calendar options. First, on My Calendar, you'll see things that you have signed up to attend or places you have signed up to serve. Or if you click the church-wide calendar, you'll see things that have been scheduled at our church that are open to everyone. Finally, if you click on Forms, you'll see different things that are available to sign up for. Right now, the only form that we have is for the Women's Retreat, Living Life Together. If you click on it, it will take you to that form, and you can fill it out to register. So ladies, Women's Retreat coming up in October, the 23rd and 24th. We'd love to have you there. Now, let's take a look at the My Groups area. Over here on the right side, you'll see a list of all of the groups that you are a member of. I'm going to click on the worship team group just so you can see what the groups look like. Across the top, you'll see several tabs. Information about the group, you'll see the leaders of the group along with what department the group is a part of. Messages, in case there have been any messages sent to your group's calendar, files that may have been uploaded by your group leader, needs within your group, and the participants in your group. Now, let's head back to the home page and take a look at the left-hand sidebar. At the top, you'll see the menu. If you click on menu, you'll see that this collapses, but to make it big, all you have to do is click the three little lines. You have your home screen like we've already seen, and next you'll see groups. Again, you'll see My Groups, all the groups that you're a member of like we saw on the home page, but this is a little bit different. If you know the name of the group that you're looking for, you can type your group's name in. Say, I'm looking for the media team. I would like to be a part. So there you go, Service Media Team. You can click it and it will take you to their page. Also, if you're just looking for different groups to be a part of, you can click on Advanced Search. I recommend leaving everything blank and just clicking Search. This will bring up every group in the church that you are allowed to request to be a part of. You'll see many different options there. All the home groups and all the ministry groups will be in this area. This will give you a good idea of places that you might like to get involved. Next, let's click on People. This is an area that's going to be really important to you, and I think you're going to get a lot of use out of. This is our online directory. If you know the name of the person you're searching for, just type it in. I am going to look for our youth pastor, Brian Bunch. But say you didn't remember his first name because we all just call him Bunch, so just type in Bunch and it'll still come up. So if you click on Brian's name, you can see his profile. You'll see his phone number, his address, and you'll also see two options over here on the side. You can send him an email or you can add him to your friends list. If you click Add to Friends List, it'll go straight back to your friends page and you'll now see that Brian has been added. Now let's say I'd like to send Brian an email and ask him about the upcoming youth retreat. I click Send an Email and this page pops up and I can send him an email which will go to his CHRISTChurch account and it will also be sent to his actual email address. Again, I would like to remind you that only church members have full access to the online directory, so you don't have to worry about random people signing on and finding your information. But also, I would like to remind you that it is your choice if you would like to change your privacy settings. We just have set the ones that we feel are default that would be most similar to a paper directory. Next, you have the Serve tab. You've actually already seen this under your name when you clicked on Availability to Serve. I'd like to remind you one more time about the help gear up in the right hand corner. If you have any questions, you'll probably be able to find the answer there if you click Help. But if not, feel free to email jennifer@ccerving.com with any questions. Now, let's log out and I'm going to show you one more really great tool that comes with CHRISTChurch Connect. While CHRISTChurch Connect doesn't have a mobile app, it does have a place where you can log on from your mobile device. So, you'll just go to CHRISTChurchConnect.com on your mobile device, click Mobile Login, you'll type in your username and password, and then you'll be able to type the name of anyone whose information you're looking for. So I'm going to look up Pastor Greg. When I search for his name, I see his picture, his address, his phone number, and any other information that he has chosen to share with his friends or the members of CHRISTChurch. I can even call him from my mobile device or click Map to see exactly how to get to his house. We hope that CHRISTChurch Connect is going to be a great tool for you that you are absolutely going to love. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask any of us on staff. You can also email Jennifer@ccerving.com or Susan@ccerving.com for answers to your questions.